What's going on, fam? Welcome to today's video and the first attempt in our Ghetto balancing series. If you guys haven't watched the first video before this, it's where I try to static balance, ghetto balance, a rotating assembly at the apartment. This is about probably a job, static and dynamic balancing, or balancing in general. These are probably jobs that you'll take to the machinist and you do clearances, everything, balance out the whole shoulder block assembly, check for every single thing, and then you just bring it back to you and you just assemble. A lot of guys would probably say this is probably overkill on a stock build, and I agree with you, it probably is. But this is a side of engine building. Machine work is something I'm really obsessed with. I don't know if I said this in my videos, but before I came back to the United States, I was doing machine work. I was working for my grandfather, and it's something I really love a lot. It's something I want to get back into. So I'm really obsessed in the machine part in engine building. Yes, I may not have the professional tools. Hopefully I get some of it someday. Hopefully you're late. But I'm really obsessive with the automotive machine side, and hopefully I can get to learn more. So I studied a lot in this. So again, I don't want to come off as smart in any of these videos, just like you guys again, and I try to learn as much as possible. So try to balance these. We all know, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, when it comes to inline engines, how to put it, the forces or the vibration is way higher than opposed to a V or a flat block, because of how it's, you know, how the pistons are opposing each other on its rotations, especially with an inline crank. So that's why I guess probably have a lot of engines don't go over 2 liters. Unless it maybe has a balance shaft and all that, but that's another topic. So I'm going to go in closer and show you guys what's the apparatus I'm going to be using. And it's nothing too crazy, but I know a lot of guys are not going to be, let me guess, happy or say I'm crazy with this procedure, but this is nothing new, okay? I'm sure a lot of guys have been doing this out there, and if you watch Eric the Car Guy, I'm sure everyone has seen Eric the Car Guy. I actually, watched his build, and he took everything to the machine shop, and I like watching that video. So if you guys want to see a professional way of how it's supposed to be done, well, by all means, you can watch his videos. But like I said, I know it's an overkill, and we know how life is. Just because you took your engine and you build it all by yourself, it didn't take anything to balance or weigh out or anything, and you put everything together, it's running to this day, 1,000 horsepower build, whatever it is, versus to the guy who has same thing, same parts, and for some reason it blew in a week. Now a lot of factors are into that, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to zoom down to what I got down here, and let's start, guys. Alright guys, so just to show you my little setup here, where we're going to be using a drill, a scale to obviously weigh individual pistons out, each individual piston out, and a vise, a drill vise, just to hold the piston in. I'll probably get a piece of cloth just to protect the outer skirts, but I'll just put it here for now just to show you guys, and start from there. Now, like I said, we're gonna individually weigh each piston out. I already have numbers out, and I'll show you guys what I've weighed out so far. Alright family, so here are my numbers, because I already started doing this. So I just measured I weighed out the A3 pistons as well, just to see how close they are from each other, and they're not bad at all. Just a gram off. 308, 307, 307, 308, 307 obviously being the lightest out of the out of them. So the A2 now, like 3-4 off, gram off. 331, 328, 331, 327. I've already worked on one, so if you see a 328 right here, that's one I've already drilled. Its first weight was 331, and now I got down to 328. Not trying to get as close to 327. I mean, it's just 1 to 2 gram off. I'm kind of fine with that, but it's really nice to see the A3 pistons are just well in balance, I guess, than opposed to A2 pistons. So yeah, like I already done one, like I said. I'll show you guys how it looks. I know this video is already boring and long drawn out, so I already start working on it, and I'll show you guys what I did. So the method I went about doing this, obviously, like I said, is to drill, and the reason being because it's faster. I have a Dremel but the ends are not that strong, I guess, to this material, so I'll probably take hours just trying to get material off just to get a couple grams off, you know what I'm saying? So I just went with this route. Now the problem with the drill route is it's scary as hell, so you really don't want to stay in one area for too long, I guess, drilling, because obviously you're going to drill a deep hole. So what I did, like I said again, this is probably not a new method, just make some small holes, you know what I'm saying, along the bottom of the crown. If I had to use the Dremel, I probably could take material off from in here, the side of the inside pin insertion area. Obviously you don't want to get out here, go too crazy drilling holes or trying to grind out here. Your skirts out here is critical. Obviously if it was at a machinist, they use like a mill head and just grind off, you know, to how much it needs to, and just keep weighing as you go, because you really don't want to get too crazy with it. So yeah, I have one more to do, so I'll show you guys how I did that one, and let's go from here. Okay guys, so we start. So what I made sure is that, because I'm on carpet, my surface may not be flat, so just put a piece of cardboard on this case and I use a level and just make sure it's a bit close to straight. And what I do is put my piston on and I measured weighed out a few times, because like I said earlier, the scale is probably not as accurate as one of those expensive ones, or one that is 5.1 gram. Probably could have got one off of Amazon, but you know, it is what it is. So weighed a few times. Alright, it's bounced out to 329. What I do is open my little device. Alright guys, so this is now where it gets, you know, a bit critical and focused. So I already plot out where I want to start drilling, and I don't need to go too crazy with making a ton of holes because it's already close to 327. If it gets to 328, the better. But like we weighed out, it's at 329, so I'll probably do one here and one here. So that's my first one. The second one. I'm gonna take it out, put it back on the scale, see where we're at. Alright guys, so let's do our weigh now and see what's up. 328. Hopefully that's consistent. 328. 328. I'm happy with that. 1 gram off from the lightest one, 327. So let's check our rest, make sure it's still check. 328. Cheers off. 3. Oh, what's going on here? Show the scale. 328. Like I said, I want to make sure I keep checking this out because there are a lot of factors. The scale is not all that accurate, and the surface that I'm on right now. 28. The last one, 27. 27. Let's try it again. 27. Alright guys, and all in all I had to just make an additional 2 holes just to get it to where I want it to be in the weight. You don't want to go too crazy, like I said, drilling holes, because I'll show you guys what can happen. Hey guys, so this is what can happen if you just go ham just drilling away. So you want to make sure you just take your time, make small holes. So like I said earlier, this is not a tutorial, but if you may attempt trying this, and obviously you'll be spending expensive parts, so probably just better to take it to a machinist. But if you get too crazy, just drilling one part straight over again, yes, it will go through. Yes guys, this probably is overkill for a stock build, but it's good to know. Yes, you'll probably go all out if you're buying bicycle pistons or curler rods and you want to take it to the machinist and and make sure everything is in check, weigh it out, and all that. And yeah, you're a happy customer. You have your engine for longer, and yeah. So in this case, yes, it's stock, but you know, the A3 pistons are way lighter, a bit lighter than the A2 pistons. So it's good to know, you know, what you're working with, and the weight difference as well with these A2 pistons. When I bought these, I bought them online, so I don't know if it's the same set of 4 or whatever. I had to get an extra one because obviously you've seen the one that I drilled out, but I don't know if these are the same set of 4s. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to know these things. Again, I'm not trying to come here special, smart, all that shit. So you guys can call me out like I was saying on my videos. It's really nice to learn these things. So obviously I'm going to clean them up before I install them, because you know they have farm material and metal shavings from me drilling them. I'm not saying this mod is going to give me 20, 30, 60 horsepower. Like I said, the main reason of engine balancing is to at least diminish vibration as much as possible. If you can cure it, by all means, fix it as much as you can. I just see it as a mod for longevity. You know, you're vibrating at 2,000 RPM, that thing escalate 2 times, 3 times more at a higher RPM. Things start falling apart. The engine is not gonna last as longer. Bearing failure, you know, short life, you know, all those things. So I'm not saying you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? So all that being said, I'll get you guys out this video. I'm gonna go do some homework and just continue this build, guys. So really appreciate you guys for watching this slow growth of the channel. Nothing else. So peace out, guys.